Welcome to the Lift Oneself podcast, where we break mental health stigmas through conversations. I'm your host, Nat Nat, and we dive into topics about trauma and how it impacts the nervous system. Yet we don't just leave you there. We share insights and tools of self-care, meditation, and growth that help you be curious about your own biology. Your presence matters. Please like and subscribe to our podcast. Help our community grow. Let's get into this. Oh, and please remember to be kind to yourself. Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Lift Oneself podcast. I'm your host, Nat Nat. And today I'm going to share what my experience is with holiday and grief. Many of you are having to navigate it for the first time, or possibly you've been going through this for a few decades. Myself, it's been decades since I've been navigating the holidays with grief. You see, when I was 11, my grandmother transitioned 4 days before my birthday. And then the holidays since then just didn't feel the same because she was the glue that kept my family together. And let me tell you, there was a lot of chaos that went on at Christmas time. There's always somebody that left crying. And many of you know that Natalie recently transitioned on November 27th. Her birthday is December 11th. Her mother's birthday is December 12th. And her oldest son's birthday is December 13th. And one of the prayers that Natalie had was to spend Christmas in Ottawa with her boys. And as I say this, I'm choking up with tears because I really feel it. You know, the holidays is one that is to activate and ignite joy. Yet, how do we hold space for the grief also? How do we not deny our authentic feelings and not let one overtake the other? And, you know, that becomes a profound question you need to ask yourself of how am I going to show up with all of it, not just picking one or the other, and especially not allowing your nervous system to just shut you down completely. Lately, I've been thinking about how the small intentional shifts I've taken have created meaningful change, especially during the season that can feel so overwhelming. One of those shifts for me has been finding tools that support my energy and help me stay connected to myself, no matter how busy things get or overwhelming. For me, Magic Mind has been one of those tools. It's a simple addition to my mornings that brings steady, calm energy without the highs and lows of too much coffee. What I appreciate most is how it supports clarity and focus, helping me feel grounded when the day ahead feels packed. I've also read some incredible testimonies from others who found it helpful. Someone shared how it's made them excited to start their day, and I actually can mirror that. While another person loved that it gave them energy without triggering anxiety, and I can attest to that. If you're looking for something to help you feel more supported during this season, you can find it at www.magicmind.com/lift oneself. That's MAGICMIND.com/LIFTONESELF. And who doesn't want a discount with their holiday budget? So for my Lift Oneself podcasters, use the code Lift Oneself 20. That's LIFTONESELF 20 for 20% off your order. They stand by their product. That is why they have a money back guarantee on your first order. It's been a small yet powerful way for me to honor my energy, and I hope it might inspire you to explore what tools could help you do the same. Remember, you don't know until you try something, so I hope you'll try out some Magic Mind for yourself. Again, magicmind.com/lift oneself. Those small, meaningful actions that you take for yourself is what creates that change. And you know, when you're navigating through grief during the holidays, you don't want to feel joy. You don't want to be joyous. You at times don't even want to be around anybody. Yet, what helps you go through the waves of grief is human connection. And it's important that you not only connect with yourself, you connect with others. Yet, make it intentional. Yes, there's a lot of times you're putting yourself in spaces that drain your energy. And you have to ask yourself, why am I doing this? And you might hear a little narrative in your mind that it might be your father's voice, your mother's voice, or maybe some voice off of Instagram telling you what you need to do to be the best self, rather than ask yourself, what lights you up? What supports that energy within yourself? How are you honoring your energy? There's going to be times where you're just going to have to sit and cry, and that's healthy to release those tears. They're not only sadness, they're a release of so much toxins and suppressed emotions. And there's like excitement and joy in those tears also. There's a lot of emotions in there. Yet, if you don't allow yourself that space to just be, to really allow helplessness in, yes, helplessness. Many of us don't know how to engage with the feeling of helplessness. We don't even know how to articulate it in our everyday language. Yet, if you don't articulate it and give it space, guess what? It's going to hijack your behavior. It's going to create even more separation from self. It's going to erode your intentions. So, allow yourself to have some space with helplessness. Let it coexist so it no longer hijacks your behavior and that you honor your authentic emotions. Find the people and spaces that will engage and see you and not make you feel like you have to force yourself to be seen, that they truly accept you how you are. And they're reminding you to live. Living with grief is like such a mind fuck. It truly is. Because one moment you might be elated in a high, the next moment you're tugging down in the lows. Meanwhile, you want to stay balanced in between. Yet, you know what? This is the human experience. And you have to honor what is here in the present moment and allow there to be space for it. Yes, at first, your emotions are going to take a while to process. Yet, the more that you honor yourself by processing and allowing it to be felt, the more it doesn't stay so long. It passes through, and that you're not rejecting reality. Because the biggest thing about grief is it wants to reject reality. It doesn't want to be in the present moment right now because the present moment might feel like a nightmare. So you're always trying to replay the past so that you get a little bit of a hit of what it felt like when they were here in their body. Yet, you know what you might be missing and that you didn't even realize is that if you open up space within yourself, you can receive their presence from the other side of love. Yes, the other side of love. Energy doesn't die, it transforms. Does that mean, oh, just be joyous all the time? No. If you need to cry, cry. You need to scream, scream. If you need to be with some people, then be with some people. If the pain is too much and the suffering and you need something to numb, then just be honest with that. Take the edge off. Yet don't take the edge off because you aren't wanting to face reality, because you're just going to create more suffering and dig yourself in a hole that's going to be really challenging to get out of. We in a society don't know how to feel our feelings. And this experience with Natalie has brought profound depth of knowing and feeling and going through the roller coasters. Be honest with yourself. That's the space where you need to be in. Validate your experiences. Start questioning how you want to spend the holidays. You know, traditions are there and they're needed. It's not to throw everything away. Yet you can reinvent things to support your energy, to support your character, to support what your intentions are. You don't want to have to go through the holidays with, like, 3 cups of coffee and have to do how many therapy sessions just to get through it. You want to be able to do the holidays that are going to light you up and create core memories. So that means you're going to have to give some people some no's so you can give yourself some yeses. And one thing that really helps me to really engage with where am I and what am I feeling inside is grounding in my breath. So if you'll join me right now, let's take a mindful moment to be present right now. So if you're driving, safety first, keep your eyes on the road, yet you're able to follow the other prompts. So I'm going to ask you to get comfortable in your seating. Maybe you're cooking, or maybe you're hiding in the bathroom from all the chaos in your house. Wherever you are, just get comfortable in your seat and begin breathing in through your nose and gently exhale through your mouth. And place your hand on your heart. Just allow yourself to feel your hand against your heart and keeping your awareness on your breath, going in and out. You might have to take a few more breaths because your mother-in-law may have asked about the grandchildren once again. Whatever it is you need to do, just keep with your breath. Allow yourself to drop into your body. Feel your shoulders drop. Feel your jaw unclench. You were totally clenching it, weren't you? Now, while still keeping your hand on your heart, maybe you want to put both of them on if you're not driving. Feel that heartbeat. Feel the rhythm. That's your rhythm, not anyone else's holiday rhythm. It's yours. And you can change that rhythm. Take another breath. Just stay with the rhythm. And as you exhale, imagine all those shoulds melting away. All those, but we always do it this way thoughts. Just let them drift off like snowflakes. Again with your breath. This time, as you inhale, think of one thing, just one, that would make your holidays feel more peaceful. Now hold that thought. Stay with the thought. Stay with your breath. Allow it to sink into your heart. While your hands are holding your heart, allow that peaceful thought to be embodied inside you. That's your permission slip right there. Pause. Stay with your breath. And just stay with that thought. Now, while still staying with your breath, at your own time and at your own pace, you're going to gently open your eyes. How are you feeling? A bit more centered? A bit more you? Good. Keep that feeling. And remember, you have permission to say no to events that drain you. Yes, even the ugly sweater party. Modify traditions to fit your current reality. Grief is a serious thing that a lot of us just want to escape from. Yet there's a lot of beauty in grief. And we can miss out on how we can activate change within our lives to give ourselves permission to honor our energy. Take breaks when you need them. Naps are self-care. Ask for help Delegation is a superpower. There's probably so many people that want to help you during the holidays. Yet, you know what? You have to do the work to open up to receive the help, which can feel like a threat because you know what? When the nervous system is in dysregulation and there's been a trauma response, asking for help is very vulnerable. You don't want to open yourself up to it. Yet, that is your work to release those defense mechanisms and allow yourself to receive the help that others want to give to you. Before we wrap up in this cozy chat, which probably sparked a lot of emotions, a lot of, thoughts, challenging thoughts. I hope they did. This is your reminder that the best traditions are the ones that don't require the 3 cups of coffee and a therapy session to get through. They're the ones that make you feel like you just got a warm hug, not like you're running a holiday marathon. Your holiday season can be whatever you want it to be. If that means eating Chinese food in your PJs while watching holiday movies, I'm here for it. If it means hosting a formal dinner because that truly brings you joy, rock on with your fancy self. Just remember, you don't get over grief. You integrate it. You use it as a catalyst to use time as a tool, not a toy. So please your tool wisely during the holidays and protect your energy. Until next time, let life be messy. Let life be filled with emotions. May your yes to self be empowered. May you protect your energy. Please remember to be kind and gentle with yourself. You matter. Hey, you made it all the way here. I appreciate you and your time. If you found value in this conversation, please share it out. If there was somebody that popped into your mind, take action and share it out with them. It possibly may not be them that will benefit. It's that they know somebody that will benefit from listening to this conversation. So please take action and share out the podcast. You can find us on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok under Lift Oneself. And if you want to inquire about the work that I do and the services that I provide to people, come over on my website, come into a discovery call, liftoneself.com. Until next time, please remember to be kind and gentle with yourself. You matter.